You were in the Sea Org.
Yeah, I joined straight from 18 after being educated in Scientology schools.
How did you lose your eye?
Demolitions within the first month of being in the Sea Org. We were building new living spaces in the Big Blue building on Fountain.
In Hollywood.
In Hollywood. It was on the 6th floor. It was the main section of the building where the elevators are. We got a couple of crates of hammers and gloves for 200 people, dim string lights to light the area as, you know, the electrical was disconnected. We're not just like chipping away at things. No, we're throwing ourselves into the walls, ripping out the ceilings by hand. We did not have the tools. We were yanking everything apart by hand because we got to get it done.
Right.
So some of my friends at the time yanking apart a track and stud wall that had some copper pipe in it, you know, it happened like that. It's just wrong place, wrong time. Screamed really loud. Yeah, sorry, I got kind of lost in the moment.
That's all right.
But it's not just the eye. I went to the doctor or the hospital for stitches or something or another every 6 months. I tore open my hand. I got a nice scar along my leg from a saw that was dropped on me by another worker.
So, like, you're saying all these injuries. How did these injuries happen? I mean, you don't know how to work a saw, do you? Did you go to school for that?
I didn't go to school for that. No, I was given a manual, and
well, you're told right from the beginning that you've done everything already
before in another lifetime.
On your time track. Yes,
yeah, you just got to remember how to do it.
You know how to do it.
You've run planets before.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or blown them up, whatever the case may be.
Sure. So you
can really do it.
Yeah.
You just need to remember.
Yeah.
And, you know, we should set up for people that these are
yeah.
children, these are people like
Anybody.
you guys work, you know, 8 in the morning till midnight, sometimes all-nighters.
You know, on top of just sort of the general lack of reasonable training, you know, there's no real safety equipment. The safety glasses that were available were all scratched up, unable to be seen through in low light, you know, dust everywhere. If I was wearing safety glasses, we might be having a different conversation right now.
Right, and that by the way, that was happening when Mike was in the Sea Org as a child.
Yep.
It happened when I was in the Sea Org.
Yep.
I mean, all of us kids had no gloves, no nothing. He represents, and they represent thousands.
Yeah.
I mean, they represent
absolutely.
and current children in the Sea Org, and not just children, adults.
I just wanted to comment about, you know, you think in any situation like that or anything close, we would call 911. We wouldn't even think about it. We probably would all take out our phones and start calling 911. But nobody in that situation would, because we would think, oh, we have to get permission.
So again, nobody called. So after getting bandaged up, I was, you know, taken to the emergency room. I got a security guard. I got 3 people in black and gray uniforms. I'm wearing black and gray. What were you doing demolishing a building at 9:30 at night?
Did they prep you before you left?
Before the interview, I was just told, yeah, don't cause a flap.
I've seen this many times. The person who is actually being admitted just sits there, and the handlers take care of everything to avoid creating the idea that there was some irresponsible or inappropriate activity happening on behalf of the organization. It was the person who was doing something that was inappropriate or wrong.
Yeah, so, I mean, I didn't even have a conversation with a medical professional until, like, I'm on the table or the next day.
But after this eye accident, let me just be clear, you went back on this labor camp?
Yeah, as soon as I wasn't actively needing to irrigate my eye every day, actively needing to wear a bandage, I was back to work, you know, rewiring the building.
Back in the Sea Org?
Yeah, you know, raised to be a true believer, you keep going.